machine's been running slow and you've tried many things to speed it up, such as cleaning the cache, running a program like CCleaner will take care of everything for you as far as cookies, internet history, temporary files, and whatnot. You've also run an antivirus scan, you've done a defrag, you've eliminated programs from your startup items, and you're still experiencing slowness within your PC. If you have Windows 10, you're in luck. Windows 10 now has an options to reset your machine to basically a factory setting, if you will, by going to the Start menu, then choosing Settings, and then choosing Update and Security. Here you'll find an option that's called Recovery. From here you'll see an option that says Reset this PC. What it states here is if your PC isn't running well, resetting it might help. This lets you choose your files and then remove them, and then reinstalls Windows. Clicking on the Get Started button presents you two options. One of the options here is to keep my files, basically removes the apps and settings of everything within Windows, but it keeps your personal files. That is, any files that you've created will remain on the machine. If you choose the second option, remove everything, this will revert your machine to a state as if you just bought it from the store. That is, it will remove everything, your applications, your files, everything will be gone. And as long as you have your installation media or have backups of your program somewhere where you can reinstall them, this would also be a good choice if you, let's say, have installed many things over time and realize that you no longer need those applications. Before you choose any of these options, you're going to want to also take a backup of your files, of your most important files. The reason I say this is because software always misbehaves, and you also always want to have an option just in case these two options here trigger any kind of issues during the reinstall or resetting of this PC. For this option, I'm just going to go ahead and choose the first option, keep my files. Here this basically tells me this won't take long. It's also going to show me a list of apps that are going to be uninstalled and that I'm going to have to reinstall manually. If I scroll down here, I'll see all the tools or apps that will get uninstalled, and then I'll have to go back and manually install these once Windows is back up and running. Here I'll just go ahead and click on Next, and I get one more warning or one more window here that says, alright, ready to reset this PC. This resetting will remove all apps and programs that didn't come with this PC. Change settings back to the defaults, and reinstall Windows without removing your personal files. And again, before you choose the reset button, make sure that you also took a backup of your important files that you cannot live without should something bad happen. That is, copy them to a USB drive, copy them to some sort of online service like my SkyDrive, or maybe Google Docs, or Google Drive, just in case something happens. Alright, now that I'm ready to reset my PC here, I'm going to just go ahead and click on Reset. This is going to go ahead and restart Windows. Now, if you've installed Windows before, this is going to look very similar. Now this is going to take some time, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pause this video and wait for the reset this PC to reach a high percentage, and I'll be back. And also, depending on the speed of your components, your processor, your memory, and also your hard drive, this process may take a bit longer on slower machines than on newer, faster machines. But if you're patient, you should have a faster computer once this process is done. So after a while, once Windows finishes its tasks, such as resetting itself and reinstalling, you're going to get back to the Windows desktop, and you'll find that you may need to reinstall also your video drivers and a few other things. So just be aware that you'll need to do that as well. But if we come into settings and then we look at system for displaying the apps, and actually go into apps and features, from here you'll see all my other applications that were listed in the prior screen right before I reset the PC. Those programs are now gone. So now you should have a computer that's clean, fast, and problem-free. And again, you'll just have to reinstall your applications. Now, if you did have any files of any kind, they should be in their original location, such as here. You can see I had downloaded some applications earlier, and they're all here. And that's pretty much it. Thank you.